So we have a ghost that comes and goes from our house. And it started right when the house was built in 1990, and it is continuing on up through today. Um, Interestingly, though, the ghost does not seem to be connected to the house. It is connected to the land because our neighbors have said things too, which I'll talk about in a second. So back in the 90s, when we used to have a landline, the ghost would take the receiver off the hook and set it off to the side. And we'd find the phone going, back when, we had landlines. The thing that I did not like, that didn't bother me as much, but the thing that I didn't like the most was the ghost would open the front door and usually close it, but sometimes leave it open. And then the back door started doing the same thing. The back door would just be open. I teach music lessons, and I used to teach here out of the house. I've since went online. But back when I taught out of the house, I've even had a music student hear the front door open and walk out of the music room and go look for the next person, thinking they're very early for their lesson, and then come back with a confused look on their face. Didn't you hear the door open and close? I said, yeah, let's continue with the lesson. And I would just gloss over it. The cats, when we had cats, they would all three of them be looking at something and follow it around the house. We've had things disappear and reappear, things move. Yeah. Our neighbor, when she first moved in next door, it was the first week she was here, and we were outside working in the yard, and she's awesome. We love our neighbor. And she came over, and she's like, let me ask you guys something. And we're like, okay. And she's like, do you ever hear like knockings and things moving around and have weird stuff happen in your house? And we're like, oh yeah, that's the ghost. And she goes, I thought I was losing it. I'm like, no, the ghost seems to be attached to the land and comes and goes. Now, after saying all this, I'm running out of time, so I got to speed up. The ghost is actually really nice and friendly and is attracted to music. So I find that a lot of times when I'm playing the piano or rehearsing, the ghost will come and hang out. It is an old settler from the 1800s that died here on the land. That's what I intuitively feel. And he's still just kind of checking things